The LG V20 user here, and today I'm doing a video on the Moto Z4 for Verizon Prepaid. So the Moto Z4 is now here on Verizon Prepaid. It's been available for a while now on Verizon Postpaid service, but now the Moto Z4 is now here on Prepaid at Verizon. So if you guys are interested in the Moto Z4 Prepaid, Verizon has you covered with that. So obviously this is the Moto Z4. This is just the Z4. There's no play or nothing like that. So I think there's only one Z4 this year, so it wouldn't be confusing to consumers who are interested in this phone. So yeah, this is obviously an update of the Moto Z3 from last year. The Moto Z3 is a nice phone, and so this phone, y'all see the Moto Z4 right there, picture on the right. It does have the teardrop notch there, not too bad. I do like the clock there. I'm a big fan of the clock. The wallpaper is very nice as well. You do have the teardrop notch, like I said, the power button is on the right side in the RAM, but it's also on the right side it's on the right side of the phone as well. So yeah, there's the front. The left side you have nothing. Camera just like I there, just put that on the back of the Moto Z4. You guys have camera flash, Verizon logo, your Motorola logo there on the back. And you have your pins for your motor mods there. You have camera flashlight. It looks like dual camera lenses there. It might be dual camera, or I think it's just one camera on the back. I think it's kind of hard to tell here. This right side, power and volume key. Your SIM card's probably on the top of the phone. Probably. There it is again. There's a mod on the back of this, probably the 5G motor mod, I guess, which is interesting because Verizon Prepaid don't offer 5G per se. There's a motor mod down the back. It's the 5G motor mod from Verizon, so that's really cool there. 5G logo there, pretty badass. So you guys can get 5G on this phone, but you gotta have the motor mod for it to work. Okay, so the Moto Z4 is available in two colors, frost white and fire spray there. So that's pretty cool. So you do have two color options to choose from. It's available in 128 gigs. It's $499.99 in contract, of course. So it says say hello to the Moto Z4 Prepaid, Motorola's newest 5G upgradable smartphone. Snap-on forgettable photos on a 48 megapixel camera sensor. Their biggest yet, then switch to the 25 megapixel selfie camera with special features like background blur and AI based beautification. The Moto Z4 features an edge-to-edge Max Vision OLED display, integrated fingerprint reader, and 3600 battery for up to 2 days of use times for charge. Unleash its full potential with Verizon American Master Awarded Network. So yeah, this is Verizon 4 has 45 hours of resolution, 48 megapixel rear-facing camera, so there's one camera back, 25 megapixel front-facing camera. So that is pretty impressive. 2.95 inches of width and 6.22 inches of height. That is 17.4 days of standby time left for the Moto Z4. And the first thing I talk about is, of course, the 5G here. Access Verizon's 5G ultra-wide network. Snap on a 5G motor mod to experience the next generation of connectivity, whether it's browsing the web, playing apps, or exploring the world of VR. You can do it faster in 5G. So that's really cool. It's nice, 5G is the 5G is the next big thing, and it's everything. It's the thing that everyone wants is 5G, of course, and you can do that with the motor mod on the Moto Z4. Bigger sensor, better photos. So there is only one camera on the back. I thought it was two. It's actually one camera. So enjoy bringing high quality pictures with each 48 megapixel rear-facing camera sensor featuring quad pixel technology. The Moto Z4 Plus and the Moto Z4 puts professional level tools at your disposal, including night vision mode and optimal image stabilization for removing unwanted camera shake. And now we're talking about the selfie camera mode. And now you have a 25 megapixel front facing camera. That is just insane. Smartphone, but that is really cool. Step up your selfies, capture every detail with the next level 25 megapixel front facing camera. Selfie portrait mode lets you add an extra touch to your photos, and selfie portrait mode lets you add an extra touch to your photos with tools like artistic blurring and AI-based beautification. Switch to the quad pixel mode for sharp at 6 megapixel selfies, even in low and brightness. Alright. So that's really cool there. Your front facing camera is right here where the notch is, so there you guys have it. Photos with a smile. Take the perfect group photo out, even with an familiar always smile capture analyzes people in frame and slaps and snaps a photo once everyone is smiling. Take it all in. That view right there looks really nice. I don't know what this view is right here, but that shit looks cool. So take it all in. The Moto Z4 effects, vibrant colors and sharp detail on a virtually borderless 6.4 inch magnificent OLED display, and integrated fingerprint reader. It appears when you need it and discreetly fades into your screen background when you don't. So the Z4 has an in-display fingerprint reader, so that is pretty cool. So a lot of phones are doing that now, like the OnePlus 7 Pro, the Galaxy S10, Galaxy Note 10, stuff like that. So that is a win. Day in and day out. This has turbo power, charging to the semi charge super fast. Life can be unpredictable, but with the Moto Z4's long-lasting 3600 mAh battery, you can count on all-day access to your favorite apps and features. For those times you are running on empty, turbo power gives you hours of battery life from just a few minutes of charging. Do more with Moto mods, of course. The Moto mods are my favorite thing of this Moto Z phones. My favorite one is the projector mod, the 5G mod, of course, and stuff like that. They got different mods for the Moto Z on there. The Amazon Alexa mod right there, the 360 camera, the projector, 5G Moto mod there, and I'm not sure what this one was. I said upgrade your smartphone with extra features you are sure to love. Moto mods come in all different varieties, from a stunning 360-degree camera to a long-lasting battery pack. You have different Moto mods to choose from, and customize the fuck out your phone. So that's one good thing that Motorola does, is have unique features like that. So yeah. So the Moto Z4 is a flagship phone and all, that's a good phone. So the Moto Z4 specs are not too bad, they're pretty fucking good. You have 45 hours of usage time, 48 megapixel rear facing camera, 25 megapixel front facing camera, 2.95 inches in width. The Moto Z4 weighs 5.82 ounces. The height of the Moto Z4 is 6.22 inches. The depth of the phone is 0.29 inches. The Moto Z4 has 6.4 inch display. It's OLED. It's 4C plus. It's 2340 by 1080 pixels, 19 by 9 screen ratio. So has 3600 mAh battery. Has Android Pie on board. So that is really cool. This phone will get Android 10 at some point, so stay tuned for that. Has 128 gigabytes of storage, 40 watts of RAM, and you do have a microSD card slot up to 512 gigabytes. Color options are available in flash gray or frostbite, depending on availability, of course. So whatever you want to choose, you should be able to do whatever color you want between flash gray and frostbite there. Shower rating, you have Wi-Fi, All connectivity, your Wi-Fi connectivity options are pretty good. You get 8 to 2 of them, ABG and AC dual band Wi-Fi. Network standard, your processor is octa-core 2 GHz, Snapdragon 675. HC boards, little phone LTE advanced, with producing passive peak speeds and more than 400 pixels from coast to coast. And it also can access Verizon's 5G network as well with the moto mod. So you do have to have the moto mod. You do have to have the 5G moto mod for you to access 5G on the Verizon. So do keep that in mind. It's a world device which means it can work in over 200 countries. Standby time is 17.4 days. If you guys need help with your Moto Z4, Verizon can help you out with that. So you guys need to learn how to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, email, stuff like that. Device support will be able to help you out with that. So check it out if you guys ever need help. Device support is a great tool. So what you guys get in the box is nothing special. Of course, you guys get the Moto Z4 prepaid smartphone, the charger, USB-C, cable, SIM tool, and your guides and stuff like that. So no headphones and nothing like that. I don't think this has a headphone jack. I'm not really sure. The Z3 did not have a headphone jack, so I thought this one has one. I doubt it. So you might get a little dongle for the headphones. So, it is what it is. So there you guys have the Moto Z4 is now available on Verizon Prepaid. It's available on Verizon Prepaid service for $499.99. You can upgrade this one to 5G with Verizon's 5G network with the 5G moto mod. You will have to buy that separately, of course. So check them out. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, guys, and listen to me. Please comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video. I'll catch you guys next. Peace out.